Hi, I'm Alexis, and this is a quick boss guide for the Stonevault, one of the new dungeons for the War Within. Before we start, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. It'll help my channel grow and I'll be able to put out more content more often. The Stonevault, a facility adjacent to the Hall of Awakening, maintained by Mechanists, has a total of 4 bosses. The first boss is Edna, or Edna. First ability is Volatile Spike. Swirlies show up beneath players that erupt into spikes, after which up to 5 players are targeted and get hit by a fire beam, which can destroy some of these spikes, so try to position them close to each other and blast them, cause accidentally running into a spike will cause it to explode, knocking back and damaging everyone in the party, but leave 1 or 2 up, they will be useful later. Seismic Smash is the tank ability, causing instant damage and leaving a 30-second debuff, causing ticking damage every 3 seconds. Healers need to quickly dispel this to stop the damage and instantly give the tank a shield, which reduces damage taken by 50% for 6 seconds. On Mythic, the boss casts Earth Shatterer, slamming the ground, inflicting massive nature damage to all players, so be sure to use your defensives. This spell will destroy any spikes left up, and the spikes will help absorb some of the damage done. The second boss is Scarm Marok. The tank ability is Crystalline Smash, where the boss slams its target with shadow damage. Tanks use your defensives. Parts of the boss will break off, creating a crystal shard and damaging players within 6 yards of where they land. Quickly DPS these down, cause they can be used to create a shield for the boss later. The shards burst damage to all players once destroyed, so try to stagger them on higher keys or use defensives. Unstable Crash. The boss smashes the ground, damaging anyone in the blue circle, so just run out. The smash also launches unstable fragments. Avoid these as they cause damage when they land. On Mythic, they leave behind motes, which persist for 15 seconds. Pick these up. Be mindful that you will receive damage when picking these up, cause soon after, the boss will attempt to absorb these orbs to shield himself up, and while the shield is up, he will start casting Void Discharge, a deadly pulsing spell which causes damage every 2 seconds, increasing by 10% each time. So quickly destroy the shield to stop this cast, and make sure you pick up as many orbs as possible. In the next fight, players will battle Master Mechanists, Speaker Brock, and Speaker Dorlita. When starting the fight, tank these all the way at the back of the platform. You'll see why later. The basic individual abilities are as follows. Dorlita casts Inya's Hammer on the tank, inflicting fire damage. Be wary of the lava cannon, which is shot towards a random player. Stay out of its path and try to aim it away from other players if it targets you. Speaker Brock casts Exhaust Vents, damaging players over 6 seconds and filling the floor with fire, careful not to step in them. Molten Metal is an interruptible cast, which causes fire damage and slows players down by 50% for 8 seconds. These abilities will continue to be cast throughout the fight. Now for the special event. When Brock casts Scrap Song, he will create a large scrap cube on the side of the platform and move it across the arena in a straight line, one-shotting anyone in its path. Once the cube is on the other side, drag the boss to the opposite side of the scrap cube. Dorlita will eventually drag the scrap cube back to the center of the arena and superheats it until it explodes, inflicting fire damage to all players, leaving a 10-second fire damage debuff on players within 20 yards. On Mythic, magma waves explode out of the scrap cube, avoid standing in their path. Brock will continue to create scrap cubes on alternating sides of the arena until both Master Mechanists are defeated. The final boss in the Stonevault is Voidspeaker Eric. At the back, you will notice 2 void rifts. Avoid getting too close because they will kill anyone within 3 yards. First ability, Unbridled Void, is a frontal cone. Move out of the way to avoid getting hit. Void Corruption is a debuff which causes shadow damage every 3 seconds and increases by 25% with each tick until it is removed. It can only be removed by moving within 15 yards of the Void Rifts at the back. Just remember not to get too close. On Mythic, the Rift will move to a new location after removing the debuff. And lastly, the boss casts Entropic Reckoning on random players, and upon explosion will cause damage to any players within close range, so be sure to run away from targeted players. The explosion will also leave a purple puddle on the ground, avoid stepping over it. And that is the overall guide on how to defeat bosses in the Stonevault. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Good luck in your dungeon adventures, and thank you for watching.